We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds, your hands still tangled up in mine. Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy. We got nowhere to be, got nowhere to be.
Today I want to talk about something that also came up a little bit in my last video. A lot of people say they would not have a problem with vanlifers if only vanlifers didn't leave rubbish everywhere. Now, I'm not going to pretend that never happens. Every group of humans has a few bad apples, vanlifers included. But most of us actually hate staying somewhere that's trashed. If I arrive at a nice spot and it looks like a dump, the first thing I often do is grab my little grabber and start cleaning up. Partly because I want to enjoy the place, and partly because I don't want anyone pointing at the mess and saying, "See, vanlifers did that." Because when places get messy, the next thing that usually appears is a brand new "no camping" sign. And suddenly everyone loses access. And honestly, a lot of this rubbish doesn't exactly scream someone living in a van. There are lots of bait bags, fishing line, hooks, sinkers, fast food wrappers, cans and bottles, tissues. Now, I'm not blaming fishermen as a group. Just like with vanlifers, there are bad apples. This weekend was also pretty busy here. There was a family hanging out in this corner until late evening. And by the time they left, there was rubbish everywhere, even though the rubbish bins were standing just 15 meters away. They also forgot a camping chair, some clothing, toys, and I overheard some of them asking where the bathroom was. The answer? Just go behind your car, mate. And this is exactly why I own these grabbers. You, just you. If you are living in a properly set up van, you usually bring your own toilet, sink and rubbish bin with you. You are actually less likely to need to improvise behind the nearest bush. Day visitors, on the other hand, often arrive with none of that, and they still need somewhere to go. But hey, maybe some people feel like they already pay council rates, like they are paying for someone to pick up trash after them. Well, they are not paying me, but you bet the next time I go and pick up my 25 liters of free water, I really won't feel like I'm leeching off society. I also did find a tube of this out here. Now that one could have been a vanlifer, but I would like to state for the record, it definitely was not me.
Oh, right. Good morning. So I just went shopping, so I'm trying to put all my shopping away. I bought quite a bit of food because me and Leanne and one more girl who also lives in a bus and also does YouTube. Oh my gosh, we keep multiplying. And we are going camping for a few days. I don't know if it's a good idea to drive much right now because due to the situation in the Middle East, Australia has about 25 days worth of fuel. I'm starting to think where I want to get stuck when we really run out of fuel. It has to be some strategic point where I can still go to the supermarket, bathroom, this and that. So yeah, we'll see. I now have to wash my dishes because I have decided I have been craving a cake, like a Czech sponge cake with apricots, and I'm going to attempt to bake it in my Instant Pot. But for that I need a baking dish to put inside of the pot, and I would like that dish to be stainless steel so that it's multi-purpose. I can also use it for eating, making salads, and I could order it from Amazon, but me being me, I have to have it now. So you will never guess what shop I'm going to go to get the perfect bowl that's gonna fit. I have to wash the Instant Pot as well because I still have curry from yesterday in there. This time I made the Malaysian neo and I put the red lentils, potatoes, coconut cream. It's really yum. I have tried another one that I really liked, and that was the Szechuan mapo tofu. I didn't get a really good picture of it because the light sucked. It was so good, only it was a little bit too oily, so next time I will dump the oil before I put the paste into the meal. Let's put my curry into this container. Yes, we have bowl, we have steaming rack. Now we only need the other bowl. Damn it. I was hoping this one would fit. Unfortunately, the bowl that I thought I will be buying had too big of a lip, so it didn't fit in. That was very disappointing. This one is absolutely perfect, exactly what I wanted, but unfortunately it has the silicone very well glued to the bottom. But I am gonna attempt something. I'm gonna soak it in hot water and see if the glue will give in. It says for pet use only. I'm a pet. ChatGPT assures me that as long as it's a stainless steel, it's gonna be safe. And inside of the bowl too. Now I'm going to finish my shopping because I can't find apricots. It's off season, I think, so I will have to buy canned, but even canned were unavailable at Woolworths. So I'm going to have a look at Coles, and I forgot to buy baking paper. Hallelujah! Okay, it's been a few minutes. Let's see. Please, please, please come off. Well, I did my best. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my curry from yesterday. Hopefully it's still good. Then I will go have a shower, then I will bake my cake. Then I need to refill all my water, and I should also wash my car. I'm not sure about that. But then I need to head to Greenbushes to our camp. Still good. Why is it so dark? Can you see me better? So I had the cake in for 40 minutes and then I went to wash my car. I just rinsed it with high pressure water, nothing else, but the car was so filthy that it actually made a huge difference. And now we are gonna have a look at my cake. It smells really nice though. Abracadabra. Whoa! Finally, I have finished everything. It's 2:30. Leanne is already in the camp, and I'm still 1 hour away. Ta-da! Coffee and cake for dinner. This morning I have been thinking maybe I should take the situation a bit more seriously and stop taking the piss out of everything. Like, what happens if Australia really runs out of fuel in about 30 days? Like, today is March 11th and next week I'm going into a Vipassana retreat. That means I will be for 10 days without my phone, without any outside information, without the TV, of course. I can't be reading or speaking or anything. What if when I get back, this is gonna be a completely different world? And I think I have to start thinking about where am I going to park if there's gonna be no fuel. I have already messaged one of my friends in Perth to ask how straight is his driveway, because he moved recently and I haven't seen the new house yet. Thankfully, I have just upgraded my solar system. I have a new battery coming, maybe on Friday. So I will at least be fully self-sufficient with power, even if I bake again in my Instant Pot. And also I have my giant stash of dehydrated vegetables, so I'm set for survival. My friend messaged me about the driveway. He says I'm welcome anytime. It's a 4-bedroom house and I can sleep inside. He's one of the friends who always look at me with pity. No matter what I say, he will never believe me that I would genuinely rather sleep in my van. But hey, it's really good to know I have somewhere to go in case excrement really hits the fan.
This is how YouTubers get their good footage.
Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.